We'll walk through the same steps given in the content page when naming this compound. First, we will start with the name of the first element in the formula, which is phosphorus. Next, we'll need to determine how many atoms of that first element are present because we need to let the chemist know that in our name. Here we can see that there is a single phosphorus. Since the phosphorus comes first in our formula and there's only one of that atom, it will not need a prefix. Keep in mind that any other amount of the first element will need a prefix. It's just this mono that gets left off of that first element. Next, we need to name the second element, making sure to change its name to IDE. If it's second, it will have more electron density around it, and we need to let the chemist know that. In this case, chlorine will become chloride. Next, we need to indicate how many of the second element are present. In this case, that is 3 atoms. Adding the appropriate prefix tri to chloride gives us trichloride. Lastly, we string the 2 pieces together and name our compound phosphorus trichloride. Note that compounds are not proper nouns, so there's no need to capitalize an element or a compound unless it is the first word in a sentence. First, start with the name of the element in the formula, which is nitrogen. Next, determine how many atoms of nitrogen are present, which is 2 atoms of nitrogen, and this gives us dinitrogen as the first part of our name. Next, name the second element and change its ending to IDE. In this case, that's oxygen, and it will become oxide. Next, indicate how many oxygen atoms are present. In this case, that is 4 atoms. Adding the appropriate prefix, tetra, gets us close. But here we have a special case where there is a vowel at the end of the prefix and a vowel at the beginning of the element name. We won't use both vowels, so we drop the 1 on the prefix. Instead of saying tetraoxide, we say tetroxide. Lastly, we string the 2 pieces together and name our compound, dinitrogen tetroxide. First, we'll start with the name of the first element in the formula, which is chlorine. Next, we need to determine the number of atoms of chlorine present. This is 2, and so this gives us dichlorine. Next, the name of the second element, and you have to change its ending to IDE, so oxygen will become oxide, just like the last problem. Now indicate how many oxygen atoms are present in your formula. In this case, that's 7 atoms. Adding the appropriate prefix, hepta, gives us heptoxide. You have the same rule here about the 2 vowels together that we did in the last problem. Lastly, string the 2 pieces together and name your compound, dichlorine heptoxide. First, we'll start with the name of the element in the formula, which is nitrogen. Determine how many nitrogen atoms you have present, which is 2, and that should give you dinitrogen. Name your second element and change its ending to IDE, so hydrogen will become hydride. Indicate how many hydrogen atoms you have. In this case, we have 4, so that means we need to use tetra, and that gives us tetrahydride. Lastly, string the 2 pieces together and name your compound, dinitrogen tetrahydride.